Hi, Tim Bigham back again for Delta Derivatives, option hedges and edges, taking a look at a market that kind of is stuck in a trading range here, not breaking out to new all-time highs, but holding that kind of trend line, what I call the Trump trend line from the election. So we're kind of waffling back and forth. Certainly the yin and yang, some of the negatives, obviously news out of Turkey, some of the other macro concerns here. Valuations stretch, certainly price to sales nearest the highest levels on record, but earnings season came out rather healthy, and actually revenues were rather healthy as well. So I think given the fact we're in a normally kind of period until mid-September, we'll probably waffle around looking about 3 to 4% upside and downside. So the fact that the VIX has popped here back above 13, I like selling September 1 standard deviation out of the money, call spreads and put spreads both on the major indices, the S&P 500, the Qs, Russell, and the like. Just looking for the market to kind of meander here and looking to collect some decent premiums along the way. Otherwise, looking at some usual call activity, certainly in Nielsen, where yesterday someone stepped in after Paul Singer and Elliott Management announced they took a bigger stake and are looking for the company to either be sold or broken up. But someone rolled their January 25 calls up to the Jan 30 calls. Over 24,000 those Jan 30 calls traded versus virtually zero open interest. More importantly, implied volatility popped up as well. So I'm using the fact that this looks like maybe a bona fide chance of a sale here to position along with that big call buyer out there. So I'm buying February 30 calls and then selling shorter term September 21 and 22 puts to help finance that. Be a willing buyer around that 22, 21 level. On Nielsen last I looked at it was around 26. If not, I have that unlimited upside kind of almost paid for with those February options that have become rather expensive here. Also seeing some big time repeat call buying on Papa John's. Here I'm just looking more for the stock to remain within a range. Stock got sold off sharply on earnings and the announcement the CEO was forced out. Stock dropped big time, but we've seen some big repeat call buying in the October 45 calls. Last I looked, stock was around 42. IV again jumping up appreciably on those, so I'm selling those. Selling OC40 puts. The fact the stock has rebounded about 15% off the lows, I think it'll kind of find a trading range in here and collecting some very inflated premiums along the way in a neutral fashion. Otherwise, we'll see what comes out basically of Turkey and the like. Today, a breath of fresh air that nothing broke, let's call it, but given the fact that these concerns still linger, I think the market will be on edge but waffling back and forth. So until next time, as always, here's the good trading. Take care.